It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in winning the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. The win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Wiggins, Garnett out there with Towns, then it's Thornton, and it's Rubio in at the point. And yes, sir, that one drops. Here is Rubio.
And, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. He passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Now, here's Thornton. That's tipped. Garnett, right side. Clock at 6. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Kobe, that was him moving into the 3rd spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
Here's Towns, and the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got his second bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Wiggins against Kobe. And again, it's the Lakers. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thanks a lot, Doris. So it's the Timberwolves now, following the 3 by the Lakers. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is at the hub of what this team does. Averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy, gain some weight, this is a guy to watch.
It really is. And listen, they're also built now for him because they got those great athletic wings. And if he can shoot it a little bit better, I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. And it's blocked. Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Thornton. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Towns, no luck. Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Kobe against Wiggins. And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. Fires from 14, and it's in off the backboard. 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Rubio against Russell. There's a screen. Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Bryant. He feeds it to Clarkson. Again, Los Angeles. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Wiggins. He's got 7 and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Young's checked in for Bryant. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team.
Here's Clarkson after the basket by Minnesota. Young left side, down low. Nance dishes to Clarkson. And another basket for the Lakers.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Jang. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And that one's good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Rubio. Nance passes to Williams. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And Rubio kicks to Towns, and it's blocked. And stolen by Thornton. Rubio against Bass. Now, here's Rubio. He's guarded closely. The feed to Towns. With 1 on the clock, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Muhammad with the steal. Cannot hit. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Wiggins. Pekovic is out there with Garnett. Then there's Muhammad. And it's LaVine in at the 1.
Hey, guys, for Zach LaVine, once he finally got comfortable last season, boy, did he heat up. He shot 42% over his rookie year, but 47% over the last month. And I think that gave him a lot of confidence as he's entering into year 2.
And here is Muhammad after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Tries from 10. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Count that one. Randall's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. You know, as Greg was talking about, LaVine was a lights-out shooter at times in college. He would go on these binges, falling back Clark from 25 feet and draining it. I mean, unreal shots.
Well, it looks good when they're going down, but he also can binge shoot you out of a game. So you pick your poison.
Randall no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here is Russell. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Pekovic. Timberwolves trail by 3. And there's the pass to Muhammad. It's stolen by Nance. And it's the Lakers on the break. Randall's running. Russell with the bucket.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Russell. Shoots it. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Now, here is Russell. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Here's Randall. Shakes him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
And he was. And unfortunately, for so many reasons, for one, he had really been progressing in the summer league. And the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
Kobe getting it done. Just a gorgeous shot that time.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Thornton kicks to Pekovic. And Hibbert with the block. Pekovic dishes to Rubio. Another miss by Minnesota. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. The drive by Russell. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Some changes for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle, and it's Clarkson in for Russell. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. 1:50 left here in the second. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Thornton.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 8. It's rebounded by Towns. Now here's Thornton. He's covered by Clarkson.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Kobe against Thornton. Fades and shoots. And another basket for the Lakers.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Zhang, a screen. There's the screen. Rubio outside. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Zhang in a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Brandon Bass. You look at Gorgui Dieng and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game's a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
And Dieng last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Bryant passes to Hibbert. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now, here's Rubio. They set the screen. Here's Towns. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And here is Bryant. He's got 10. Bass with the screen. Kobe attacking. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Bryant.
Lakers, Kobe Bryant. Taking 2 shots.
And Kobe drops them both. 8 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Rubio. Offensive rebound. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And the first half is now in the books. Lakers lead by 12. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time. Some incredible work in this one by Kobe Bryant. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson, and it's Hibbert in at the 5. And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Wiggins against Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. Hibbert kicks to Kobe, and stolen by Wiggins. Got a hand on it. To the middle, here's Clarkson, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Wiggins. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Randall buries it down low. Randall's got 8.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Lakers leading by 17. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Bryant. Again, the Lakers.
Kobe is knocking down some nice-looking baskets.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Here's Levine. He kicks it to Thornton. Passes it to Towns. And Hibbert with the block. Inside, it's Williams with the drive. That drops.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Thornton. Following the score by Lou Williams. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
Rejected by Kobe, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. Larry Nance has checked in for Roy Hibbert. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Levine. Buries it from three-point range. Levine's got 5 now.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Right side, Russell. Williams kicks to Nance. Outside, Russell. Pass to Williams. Just 3 to shoot. And here's Bryant for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Some changes for the Lakers. Bass comes in for Julius Randle, and Nick Young is subbed in for Bryant. And then for Minnesota, Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Towns, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Now, here is Young. He dishes it to Bass, and stolen by Pekovic. And here we go, Muhammad heading to the hoop, and the shot is good.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Levine. Shot is no good, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Young outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Young's got his first points of the night.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Russell. Levine, good. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Outside Russell. And it's Bass atop the key. The kick out to Young. Outside Russell. Shoots. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Levine. He has 7. Dishes it to Muhammad. Makes it off the glass. Muhammad's got his second bucket tonight.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Russell, what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that. They pin 3 more points on the lead in the cruelest of fashions.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Timberwolves trail by 20, and so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Gorgui Dieng, Thornton out there with Ricky Rubio, and there's Pekovic, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Now, here's Rubio. And Zhang kicks to Wiggins, 4 on the clock. No good. Great D that time from Hibbert.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And here comes the break. Here's Thornton, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns comes in for Nikola Pekovic, and it's Garnett in for Gorgui Dieng. And he gets it to go. 24 points for Kobe Bryant.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Feeds it to Thornton. From outside the arc, the rebound by Young.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. Well, you know, one season in the books with the NBA's new replay center, and so far, so good. I mean, the replays are averaging about 45 seconds apiece, and getting the officials the angles they need quickly to make the right call.
The Lakers making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Now here's Towns. Wiggins left side. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. And with the new replay center, the league also going for more transparency. People expect it now, Clark, and they're officiating.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. Evaluating the most scrutinized calls and non-calls of the games in those last 2 minutes, that's a positive. Things are continuing to change, I think, for the better in that regard.
Now, Wiggins, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Clarkson dishes to Hibbert. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Now here's Towns. Here's Wiggins. That one a little long.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside, Kobe. Randall with the ball. Now the dish to Hibbert. It's stolen by Garnett. Russell against Rubio. Here's Wiggins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Kicks to Russell. 6 to shoot. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Rubio with a wide open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Now Russell. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Hibbert, and there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns.
That's his second personal foul.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Shot's good. Bryant's got 29.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
On defense, Minnesota, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They set the screen. Wiggins outside. Back to Rubio. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 1:33 left in the fourth. The drive by Rubio. And it's Russell with the rebound.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Timberwolves.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Bryant. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Step back and squared up.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clarkson. Banked in off the glass.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Takes a three. It's good.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.